Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Animal Health. In this video I will discuss about the anatomy and the topic will be the osteology part 2. If you have not watched my previous video on osteology part 1, then you can watch it by pressing the I button on the screen. If you are new to my channel, then please subscribe the channel Animal Health and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. You can also visit my site www.animalhealth.com. In the previous video, I have discussed about what is osteology, what is skeleton, types of skeleton, function of skeleton, what is bone, and the classification of bone. In this video, I will mainly focus on the composition of bones, structure of bone, what is compact bone, what is spongy bone, and the ossification. Now, without any delay, let's start the video. Now, first topic is the composition of bone. Bone is a mineralized connective tissue. It provides rigidity as well as elasticity to the body. It mainly consists of two types of substances. One is organic matter and another is inorganic matter. The organic matter, it constitutes around 30 to 40% of the dry weight of the bone. The main organic matter that are present in the bone are membranes, cells, cartilages, vessels, nerves, fluids, marrow, that is bone marrow. Now, the inorganic matter, it constitutes around 60 to 70% of the dry matter of the bone. The major inorganic matters are calcium phosphate, which is 86%, calcium carbonate, which is 5.8%, magnesium phosphate, which is 3%, and sodium carbonate and sodium fluoride, that is constitute 5.2%. Next I will talk about that is the structure of bones. Bones is a living tissue and it is not a static material. It shows growth as well as death. It has all nerves and vessels. Mainly, bones consist of two types of substances. One is compact substance and the other is spongy substance. These things we will discuss in the upcoming part of the video. A young bone mainly consists of following parts, that is the diaphysis, metaphysis, epiphysis and the epiphyseal cartilage. Now let's discuss about the diaphysis. It is the middle part of a bone. Diaphysis forms the shaft or the body of the bone. This part is ossified from the primary ossification center. Second is the epiphysis. This part forms the ends of the bone. The epiphysis is ossified from the secondary ossification center. Metaphysis, it is the end of diaphysis that faces towards the epiphyseal cartilage and helps in growth of the bone in land. Next is the epiphyseal cartilage. It is a plate of hyaline cartilage present between diaphysis and epiphysis in a growing long bone. In adult stage of life, this epiphyseal cartilage is replaced by the bone. As you can see here in this picture, everything that is the epiphysis, diaphysis, metaphysis and epiphyseal cartilage is shown in this picture. Now let's talk about third part, that is the what is compact bone. This is a dense and hard substance of bone situated at the external aspect of the bone. This compact part surrounds the spongy substance of the bone. This part consists of a bony tissue arranged in a definite pattern known as Haversian system or osteon. There are numerous narrow canals that passes through the compact substance of the bone and they are known as Haversian canals. These canals carry blood vessels and nerves. Around these canals, there are some bony matrix in the form of concentric layers and these are known as lamellae. In between the lamellae, there are some minute canals which are known as lacunae. Next, these Haversian canals, they communicate with the marrow cavity by some canals which are known as Volkmann's canal. This picture will show you the whole arrangement of Haversian canal and the Volkmann's canal that I have explained just now. The next topic will be what is spongy bone. This type of bone is also known as cancellous bone. Large number of small bony plates known as trabeculae unite irregularly and form a hard spongy substance of the bone. This spongy substance contain a marrow space between them which encloses the bone marrow. The structures which are present in the spongy bones are: first is the periosteum. It is a dense fibrous membrane which covers the bone except at the articular surfaces. The outer part is fibrous and the inner part is cellular in this periosteum. The cellular layer contains osteoblasts which help in ossification of bones. The second component is articular cartilage. Most of them are hyaline in nature. These articular cartilage covers the articular surfaces of bones, and it provides a smooth and friction-free environment of the joints. Third is the endosteum. This is a layer of areolar tissue which is rich in fine blood vessels. This layer mainly lines the marrow cavity and various marrow spaces and is known as endosteum. This membrane also have a hematopoietic property and also take part in healing of fracture. Next we will discuss about the bone marrow. The medullary cavity or the marrow cavity of long bones are occupied by a spongy substance of the bone and it is known as bone marrow. There are mainly two types of bone marrow which are available in bones, and they are red bone marrow and yellow bone marrow. Now let's talk about red and yellow bone marrow in details one by one. Red bone marrow. It is the part of bone marrow which is rich in reticular connective tissue, various blood vessels, fat cells, lymphoid cells, and the megakaryocytes. The yellow bone marrow. It is composed of connective tissue, blood vessels, fat cells, mature and immature red blood cells. It is important to note that in adult animals, the yellow bone marrow is replaced by the red bone marrow. And now, we will talk about the fifth topic, that is ossification. Mainly, ossification is the formation of bone. That is the process of formation of bone. There are two types of ossification, that is, one is intramembranous type of ossification and the another is intracartilaginous type of ossification. Thank you for watching the video. If the video is informative, then like and share the video. You can also ask your queries on the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe our channel Animal Health.